Let's hear about that podcast thing you went to.
So, yeah, my friend Nicole and I went to Minneapolis to see Small Town Murder live. It was so funny. It's just such a different experience because, well, first of all, I think what I realized is I want to listen to more podcasts with her or like with someone because I'm usually just like in my car and like reacting by myself. But it was so much more fun to have everyone around me like laughing and like reacting to the jokes.
Yeah.
But so it was funny too because, you know, podcast you're just listening. But in the live show, he's got pictures to show too. And it was hilarious. It was great. And then at the end too, because it was a terrible story. There was like, it was just awful. But at the end, he's like, okay, so since I made you listen to that terrible story, here's some cute little, I think it was a bunny and some little chicks, fuzzy little things. They were so sweet. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, just the energy in the room was just, it was fun.
Yeah, I guess I've never listened to a podcast with anybody else but myself. So when I'm laughing, it's just by myself in my car.
Yeah, and I do like that because then I can yell all the things that I want. Like when, like the funniest thing is when someone can't remember something and you're like yelling and you're like, it's this. Why can't you just remember? Which I'm sure people have done to us before.
Oh, yes. They're probably like... Especially, I think when I like messed up on the Twilight people, I was like, "Dang it! All right, there's one."
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So much fun.
And where was this at?
Minneapolis. Yeah, it was like right by the campus. Whatever. There.
Was it a large venue?
It wasn't huge, but it was big enough.
Yeah.
The bathroom was really cool. Like, that's really weird to say, but like, so you walk in and all the sinks and stuff are shared for men and women. Oh. You just like the women go on one side and the men go on the other. Yeah. But it was like all like the walls were rock. I think the floor was too. And like the stalls were really, it was just all really cool. But yeah, because when we walked up, we were like, wait, where do we go?
Yeah, this is
because
too fancy.
It's so open. And then, like I said, you share with the guys, the sinks and stuff.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm going to have to do that because I've never done anything like that, gone to something like that.
It was fun. And they teased doing Crime and Sports Live. Oh. So if they come out again.
Yeah. I have to listen to Crime and Sports. It's on my to listen to
and
list.
Small Town Murder.
Yes. I want, what's his name? Who drinks wine?
Matt Bellassai.
I want to go to his show if he had a show. Does he do live shows?
He might do stand-up maybe because he's...
Oh, God. I would love to go to that.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
I would love to chug the wine with him.
I know. What if he's like, hey, bring your own wine. BYOW.
Yes, please. Ready?
Yeah.
No? Yes?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's
go.
All
right, let's do this. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha. And we're cousins.
Yay!
We actually have a new setup right now. We're trying something different where we're facing each other instead of sitting next to each other. So we'll see how this goes.
Might be a lot more laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Today I am drinking tea from Riddle's Tea Shop. It is called The Pint.
And it's such
a cute little like mini mason jar. Mm-hmm. ASMR. It's black tea, it says gunpowder, which is like a smoky flavor.
Yeah.
Natural cream flavor, accented with ginger. And then I really like it says high in caffeine, which is what I needed.
Yes.
So I was like, yes, give
and
me
it's
that.
Inspired by oh my gosh, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it just has horses and I didn't like that.
You and your horses.
Ooh, I don't like them.
Oh my God.
What are you drinking?
So I am drinking chocolate chai pu'er. I guess that's how you say that.
Yeah.
Sounds weird. Anyhow, I didn't make it up. So this is one of Adagio Tea's fall teas. It's pu'er tea, ginger root, cinnamon bark, and a bunch of other stuff. Anyhow, it's got chocolate, but it smells like the cola bottle caps candies.
Yeah, was that what they were called? Because I know.
Yeah, bottle caps.
Yeah, because
but the cola flavor, that's what it smells like, which is weird.
You were obsessed with them, and I did not, because I don't drink pop, but like you always ate them when you were younger.
Bottle caps. But I think that's what it smells like. It doesn't taste like that, but
it definitely smells like it. As soon as you said that, I was like, you're right.
But it's a nice, like, chocolatey fall. Cozy drink.
Yeah, maybe instead of a hot chocolate, you can just have some chocolate.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, chocolate
You're
chai.
so smart.
Oh my God, I just got that on recording, so I'm going to be playing that over and over. That's going to be my ringtone for you.
You're just so smart.
What are you reading this week?
So I'm in the middle of Were Girl Typhon. We've been saying it
yeah,
wrong. It's
we've
not
been
actually
saying it wrong.
Typhoon.
Oh my God.
It's by C.D. Bell. It's the third book in the Were Girl series. And
You should say what Typhon is.
it's
It's
a serpentine monster in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
I don't know what it has to do with the book. I'm 50% through and haven't figured that out yet. So I really liked the first book.
Mm-hmm. We both really liked the first book.
The second one was okay. I didn't love it as much. And this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish. I don't like to do that with books. I like to finish them.
Yeah.
But I've been slogging through this book for too long, and it's not fair to my other books.
Yeah, it's time to move on. You can always try to go back, but...
Yeah, I kind of feel like it jumped the shark. I just feel like it's trying to do too many things.
Definitely. And the characters you fall in love with disappear.
Yeah, she has this tendency to, like, bring up a character and have them be a big part in the book, and then they're gone by the next book.
And never mention, like, where they went. And it's just... If it's a series, you want to keep up with the characters or know what happened to them. And it doesn't feel like that she does that. And maybe there's a reason, but I don't get it.
So Were Girl, first book, is still up there as like one of my faves recently. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of number 3. So what are you reading?
I am getting ready to start Outrun the Wind by Elizabeth Tammy. I got it from NetGalley, and I just remember seeing the cover, and it's a girl blonde with an archery set. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm into that. I love Katniss. And so I was kind of reading about it because I haven't started it yet, but it's about a huntress of Artemis. And they have to obey 2 rules, and the rules are never disobey the goddess, never disobey the goddess, and never fall in love. And so she's going on this rescue mission, and she breaks the first rule. She saves a friend, and so it's just trying to figure out like how to like win back everyone's like graces, and then while she's doing that, she runs into people, and now she's in danger of breaking the other rule, which is don't fall in love. So then it's like she's just basically trying to be in this this group. I didn't explain the group. The group is a part of the hunt. It's a female warriors, and they have strength, and they like protect people. And so so that's what it's about. I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah,
and it's not a romance.
I know. Look at me.
I was super surprised. I was expecting it to be a romance.
Outrun the wind. She's outrunning her love.
Outrun the Gone with the Wind.
I just thought Outrun the Wind was like horses, and I'm like,
oh god,
shiver. I don't know why I'm on this horse kick right now, but I don't like them.
It's not a kick.
I'm sorry.
You've always hated them.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry if you like them. They just freak me out. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm gonna read. I'm very
calm down.
No hand gestures. I'm really excited to read it. So new releases. Not really a lot this week.
Really, there isn't. I mean, I think, gearing up to the holiday season, they're probably not going to be releasing a ton of new books.
Yeah.
Obviously,
spoiler,
there's going to be some books.
Elizabeth forgot it was Thanksgiving this week for a second.
I really did. It crept up on me.
What was that last thing that crept up on you?
Everything.
Everything.
Welcome to my life.
Oh, no, that's this week. And I was like,
probably Halloween. I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah, it was Halloween.
Listen, I'm not a Grinch, but I really hate this time of year. Everything happens so fast, and then at the end of it all, it's tax season.
Yeah. Okay.
And my life is over again.
You and my mom should hang out. She has a Grinch tree and she has Grinch things. You guys can go hang out and be fun suckers. I'll go hang out with your mom, who goes crazy decorations and watches National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
This is the first year I didn't decorate for Halloween.
Yeah.
I think my kids were like devastated. So many things are happening right now.
And I'm only decorating for Halloween because of Bookstagram. So I put all the Halloween stuff out, and then every Sunday I gather it all back.
I just leave it all out all year and have like random stuff.
You should just decorate for every season all the time.
Oh my, that's a good idea. Let's see what Alex thinks about that. Anyway, back to new releases.
Yeah, so we both found one that we didn't really we haven't talked about yet
newish
this
releases
month. So I picked Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald because I just watched it and I'm so excited.
I'm so jealous.
You finally watched the first one.
I did.
I had to watch it because I was going to be spoiled, but I want to go again because there's so many details and I'm not going to talk about them. I know the internet. But there's a bunch of people that were already talking about it, so I was afraid I was going to see something.
I mean, that's legit. That's a fair figure.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm going to rage, watch it, and then I'm going to watch it again with other people so I can get all the details. But the original screenplay is out. It was released November 16th, and I really like the cover.
Doesn't it kind of match the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. And do you have the first one?
I don't. No, I might.
I thought you had it.
I might. Listen, I haven't gone through my books in a while, okay?
I know. You need it. I haven't gone through and added them on Goodreads in forever.
Do I have it?
I thought
think
you
I
did.
do. I think, oh, yes, because you told me about the deal on Amazon when it was like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, I have it.
I do have that.
So I got to wait for this one to go on crazy sale
Yep, and
again.
I'll let you know again, and then, that's how it goes. So I'm really excited to read it. And yeah, I'm trying not to spoil anything about the movie. So you talk about your new release.
So, This Splintered Silence by Kayla Olson came out last week, the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited to read it because I read her other book, The Sandcastle Empire.
Okay.
And this is completely different because The Sandcastle Empire was like on an island and like things are strange. So it kind of reminded me of Lost.
Okay.
So, but this one's completely different. It's set in space.
Oh.
And let's see. The main character, Lindley, she's the leader of her space station. Her parents were killed by a deadly virus along with a bunch of other people.
Oh, I want to read this.
Yeah. And let's see. So everyone's just trying to survive on this space station. And somebody dies. And they think the virus is back, but then maybe it's not the virus and people are killing each other. So yeah, it sounds like a sci-fi mystery kind of.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, and I really liked her other book, like I said. So I'm super excited to read this.
I'm going to have to add that to my TBR because I've never heard of her. So it's like, that's really exciting.
Sandcastle Empire was so fun.
Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
I have a thing for books set on an island.
That's because
that are a little
Lost.
that are a little bit sci-fi, but also like the island is a character.
Oh, see, come for me. I've only made it through season 1 of Lost.
Oh my god!
There's so many
love
questions.
it so much.
There's so many questions, and I'm so confused all the time.
But I think that's like some of the charm of it. Like you're confused and you don't know what's going on, but it answers.
You're talking to someone who rage reads books because she doesn't like questions. She doesn't like unanswered questions. So, like I told David, I need to have I need to have one of you sit next to me and like help me along because I'm just
But I can't, like, you can't explain things because they're gonna explain it eventually. So like you can't.
Eventually, like
then it's
how
like
long?
spoilery.
Oh.
And
I'll try. I'll
so
try again.
I'm like rewatching it in pieces. Like I'll sit and watch
okay.
like 3 episodes when I'm taking
Maybe
pictures
I should do
or
that.
something.
Maybe just like watch it. Yeah, while I'm doing something. Okay, like I do The Office instead of just rewatching The Office over and over again.
I do that with so many shows now.
Oh, I know. Same. What are you on right now?
The Office, except I'm almost to where Michael leaves, so I had to stop watching that. And I started
always
back
cry.
on.
I always cry
Yeah.
when Jim is in his
Yes,
office.
because he's really crying.
And then when Pam, because when Pam hugs him, she's crying, and so that's when I start crying. I'm like, great.
Yep. So then I accidentally watched the episode where Michael proposes to Holly, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry, but I can't stop it now because I'm already watching it.
Yeah.
So I cried, and then I didn't watch the next episode because Michael's gonna be leaving.
Oh yeah, they just
So
like to
I
break your
switched
heart.
to Parks and Rec.
Nice.
And then I
just
watched some
finished Parks
Sabrina
and Rec.
too. I fell asleep
I
watching
love
Sabrina.
It's so good, but I can't watch it at night because I just want to keep watching it because I want to. We started Bob's Burgers again.
Yeah.
Just because there's new episodes out, we need to see them. So that's what we started, and we just finished Parks and Rec.
Oh, there is new episodes.
Yeah.
We might have seen. I don't know. We might have watched some of
I
them.
love Bob's Burgers. I've
Me
just been
too.
recommend. What did I even just say? What did I say?
Too much caffeine.
My mouth is moving faster than my brain. I want to recommend that to so many people. It's such a good show.
Well,
I love the Halloween episodes. I don't know why, but they're like one of my favorites.
like you could have your kids in the room watching it, which we do. My kids actually love it.
Because it's about the kids. Like
it really is. I didn't realize it until the kids started watching it with us.
Yeah.
So many episodes are about the kids.
Yeah, and the adult jokes the kids aren't going to get
No, it
anyway.
goes right
Like
over
how
their
many
heads.
adult jokes were in SpongeBob and Doug and like all of those shows we watched.
Even though I still won't let the kids watch it unless we're watching it with them. Just
Well,
because,
yeah.
like, if something comes up, I want to be there to explain or fast
if
forward.
they have questions and stuff like that. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So this week we well, I only got Owlcrate in the mail. Oh, I did get
I guess I got some books.
yeah.
I couldn't tell you any of them right now. My brain is blanking.
Yeah.
But the Owlcrate was pretty awesome.
Oh, the Owlcrate was great.
So fast forward through this part if you don't want spoilers.
Oh,
or if you
good
haven't
call.
gotten your crate yet.
Good call. We don't want to be those people. Like I almost got it spoiled so many times.
But we're going to talk about Owlcrate right now. So fast forward, mute, whatever you
Yeah,
gotta
we can
do.
maybe put some. I'll put in the time code to where you can skip to. How about that? I'll put a time code in because I really don't want to spoil for people because it's a really cool box.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Definitely.
So the theme was like Rise from the Ashes?
Yeah.
I think?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite thing?
Oh God, I have to pick. Do you have a favorite off the top of your head? Okay, you go first.
The wax kit.
I knew that was gonna be only because you were
Wax seal kit.
you were like, I heard that that's what's gonna be in it.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
Well, because Nicole got one when she got married.
Oh, yeah.
To seal her invitations. And I was like, they're so cool.
They
I
are.
want one so bad.
And it's such good quality. Like I had David hold it. Like even the box was neat, and then it's like actually like real. It's like heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's nice. It's not
Definitely.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, I like that. I really like the pillowcase just because like I'm a little obsessed with like creating my office and putting more bookish things in there. And then I like that we got that book because we both tried to get it on NetGalley.
Yes, I want to read that book so
Me too.
bad.
I was like, oh my God, it's that book. And first I was like, this looks
It
familiar.
was Girls of Paper and Fire by somebody. Her name starts with an N.
Yep.
Natasha? Nugan? I don't know. I'm saying everything wrong.
N-G-A-N.
Well, it was Natasha?
Yeah, it's Natasha.
Yes.
N-G-A-N. I'm not going to butcher her name. But yeah, so I'm really excited to read that. And what else did we get? We got that plant little pot holder.
Oh, yeah. Skull planter.
Yeah, skull planter.
I love that. I really love that.
But I'm like, do I put something real in it that will die? Or do I buy like a fake plant?
Yeah. Hey, they have those at Target in the dollar section.
Oh, I'm have to go.
Yeah.
We need to go to the Target dollar section.
We'll talk about that later in the podcast.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just like off track. I drank really high caffeine tea. So
This is the hyper episode.
yes. And then I really enjoyed that sticker, and I didn't get to see who the artist was because
I think I could be wrong because I got her mixed up with another one before, but I think it's Suzanne Draws.
And she's had stuff before. And okay, yep. I think that is her because.
There's another artist that's
there is because I think
it's Suzanne Draws, but
we'll put
Owlcrate's got it. And
we'll
put
go to
links
Owlcrate and we can put links down the description. And then you'll probably see some of that stuff in our Instagram stories.
Yeah.
So, and is there anything else? We're forgetting something.
I feel like there was one more thing. But
yeah, what is that one more thing?
My brain doesn't want me. Oh, there was a print.
Yes, the print. That's what it was. Yeah, because I really like the print. And we actually talked about doing this next time we get an Owlcrate. So if you want to be spoiled, doing like a live show of us both opening the boxes at the same time. We should do that with Paper Gang too.
Oh my gosh, have you gotten yours yet?
No, have you?
No.
Okay, good.
I got my shipping email like weeks ago.
I know.
And so like
That's
Alex
the only
has
thing
been
that
home
sucks
from
about,
work this week.
Oh yeah.
So I've been like, okay, check the mail for me because there's going to be something you have to sign for and I'm not going to be able to get it because I'm at work until it's closed. So anyways.
Yeah. It sucks that's international shipping. But Paper Gang is so good. It's worth it.
So
You know what I
fun.
mean? It's so much fun. And like, have you taken any of the stuff to work or are you hoarding it?
I planned on taking it to work, but I don't have a cork board up yet, so I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna get one.
You should
one of my
definitely get
bosses
one.
has one for me. So.
Nice. Because like for a while there, we're and people can relate. Some people can. Where we hoard stationery and stickers
paper
because
goods.
once you use it,
it's gone. You can't use it ever again.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
No. If you use it, you lose it.
Yeah. So we don't ever use stuff, but like I've done Paper Gang for almost a year now, and you get over that because there's so much of it.
I've
that
started
you
to
wanna
get over
use
it with like
Yeah.
stickers and stuff. I've got stickers on my computer. I don't know what's gonna happen if I get rid of my computer or have to get a new one.
You're probably gonna have to take pictures of those stickers and try to find them again.
Yes, I will.
That's probably what I would do. And then with Paper Gang, I think it's really nice that they include like a little calendar of that month because it kind of gets you used to like, hey, I have to get rid of this because it's over. Except for
a calendar.
Oh no, but except for the other day I saw a YouTuber, I can't remember who it was. She was making a scrapbook and she cut that up and put it in there.
That's really smart.
I was like, that's such a good idea. Now I'm gonna hoard these again.
Yep.
Damn it.
For that scrapbook I'm gonna make someday.
I tried to scrapbook. Scrapbooking is so
It is.
You have to have patience. I don't have that. I have no patience.
I have to a point, but it's not like constant patience, if that makes sense.
Like
it's not consistent.
You'd have to like do it in spurts because you have patience. You crochet. I couldn't. I knew it wasn't knit, so
I love your hand
I made the
motions.
arm motions of something.
You just look like you're dancing. Like,
Yeah, like here's an example. She crochets so much things. I have crocheted only one little line of yarn that Elizabeth made me do, and then I was like, I'm over this. I am over this.
That's another hoard I have is a hoard of
Yeah.
yarn and a hoard of crocheted things.
They're really cute crochet things, though.
Meh.
You're really good at it.
Meh.
I'm over it.
Oh, okay. So this week's topic.
Yes.
We are talking about tips and tricks for book lovers, for people in the book world. We are just going to kind of go over like the basics. And,
Yeah, definitely. And what we do.
Yeah. And if you guys are interested, if you like this, or if there's any topic that you like more, you want us to do a little deep dive into, we can do another episode on them. But we just wanted to touch on some things.
Yeah.
Some frequent questions we hear or, things that we see people struggle with.
And things that we definitely didn't know
Yeah.
a couple years ago that we had to kind of figure out for ourselves. So it's kind of nice to let other people know who are maybe like really interested in blogging or doing Bookstagram or reading more or getting to know authors more. Like
Starting to review.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things out there that some people might be stumped on, and we just want to help them out.
Yep. So, like I said, if you want to hear more about one of these topics, let us know and we can plan a show.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up, how to get ARCs.
ARCs. The coveted ARCs. I feel like ARCs are very coveted
Yes,
in
they
the
are.
book community.
What is an ARC?
Oh, good call.
An ARC is an advanced reader's copy. Sometimes they call them, oh gosh, I'm blanking now. There's other names for them though. There's ARCs, there's review copy.
Oh, yeah.
Galley.
Galley.
I feel like there might be one other, but there's a lot of different names, but basically it's a early version of the book.
Yes.
It's not fully edited. It's mostly edited for content, but not always edited for grammar and punctuation and stuff like
Yes.
that. But yeah, you usually get it before the actual book is published, so that and it's usually just for reviewers, some booksellers, librarians, those kind of people usually get them. But yeah. So if you want to get started reading ARCs, where do you start?
Well, we both started on NetGalley.
Yep.
NetGalley is amazing if you are a blogger, or viewer, or a librarian.
Yeah.
It's a website that you go to and you can put in your, all your information, your socials, your blog, about you, all the stuff, information. Then publishing companies, you can request all these. You can get them in Amazon file, PDF, or Mobi. No,
Yeah.
Yeah. And Amazon is
EPUB.
Nope, that's wrong.
Or it's the other way around.
Yep, it's the other way around. I should know. I get Amazon stuff, and you don't. So
I do now.
Oh,
I
you
used
do?
to. Yeah, I used to get
Amazon
the other
Kindle. Sorry.
Yeah, I do Kindle now because like here's a little trick.
Yeah.
Kindle books stay around forever.
Exactly.
And the other one that I was using deletes them after 30 days. So if you don't get to the book right away after you download it,
It's gone.
it's gone
And
forever.
another annoying issue I had with not getting Kindles versus EPUBs is that the design of them was
The
really
format?
hard to read. Yeah, the format was like, I was kind of frustrated. I was like, yeah, I'm never, because some of the books on NetGalley are only in certain, they're only an EPUB, or they're only a PDF, or they're only a Mobi, which is for Kindle. So that's kind of frustrating. But yeah, it's so yeah, you download the book,
and they're all e-arcs. They're
Yes.
not. None of them are physical copies.
no,
on
exactly.
NetGalley.
No. So they're all just like publishers want to get the word out, or they want, people to see, they want an early release to see like what people think about it, early reviews.
And I think NetGalley is one of those too where like you don't have to have a big blog or a big
No.
following as long as you post reviews somewhere and you can show that in your bio. That's what they're looking for.
Definitely.
Yep.
If you're out there, you know, kind of.
That's how we both started. Was I just
Definitely.
linked my Goodreads.
Yeah.
that would-
Goodreads can be your blog. Like they have a thing that when you post in NetGalley, you can click post to Goodreads, post to Twitter. They have socials on there. So as long as you're getting the word out about these books you're reading,
Yep.
they're happy about it.
Yep.
Some publishers have different guidelines, so you have to read those.
Yeah, they do have guidelines for each, like about when you have to have the review done or how you send it to them. And
And I've noticed recently, I don't know if you did, that they'll send an email to your account once a book is coming out soon to see if you haven't posted a review, if you want to post it, you know, kind of bring it up on your socials.
Yep.
So that's kind of neat as well. But yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with NetGalley. We have this issue of over requesting because we want all of the books, but don't have
and
time
here's
to
the
read
thing,
all
like,
the books.
So I just feel like I'm not going to get accepted for everyone, right? So if I request a bunch, I will only get accepted for some, and then everything will be fine. But
Yeah.
usually that's not how it works out. I get accepted for like a ton that are all published the same day, and then I'm like, crap.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's nice because you can sort by like genre. You can search for certain people.
Yeah, and then too, if you review for a certain, well, I guess I don't know. Every publisher probably does it different, but you can get auto approved for a publisher, and then that means any book that they have on NetGalley you can download and review.
Definitely.
So that's kind of nice too.
And there are some books on NetGalley that are read nows.
Yep.
So there are books on there that if you sign up and you have a Goodreads and you just want to like read some read nows just to get your feet wet in NetGalley, like you can definitely do that too.
Yeah, and that's a great way to get your
really
numbers
is.
up too.
Yeah, because you have numbers like a percentage of how many books you receive versus review.
And I think they advise to keep it above like 80% maybe. Yeah, I think mine's at somewhere around 65 or something right now.
Okay, guys, I need no judgment over here, but mine is 28. Only because I haven't been reviewing. I've read a lot of the books. It's just I put so much pressure on reviewing books, especially when I know that maybe people are gonna see it. The author might see it, and I definitely want it to be like articulated.
You want to put your time
well.
into it.
Exactly, and so like I've started writing them, and then distraction and panic. So I'm working on it. I actually put in like 4 reviews this week. So I'm like working on the backlog of being like, okay, I've read all of these books. I just need to put the review out. The review's on my blog. That's the thing. Like they're everywhere else. I just have to go and put it into the into NetGalley. Yeah. You can also join tours. Elizabeth joins a lot of them, so I'm going to let her talk about that because I am bad at timelines. Okay, go.
So let's see. Some of the big tour ones I do with Storygram tours. They're on Instagram. You can find them there, and all their links are on there too. And then TLC book tours. Those are the two. I work with TLC book tours a lot more just because, I don't know, it seems easier to get in with them.
Yeah.
Like Storygram tours has blown up so much.
It has blown up.
I apply every single week for as many books as I'm interested in, and I get picked like once a month now. So,
Yeah.
But TLC book tours is another good place to start. And a lot of these too, like, so if you're on Bookstagram and all you want to do is take a picture of a book, you don't have time to review, a lot of them are just, what do I want to say? Like Bookstagram tours rather than review tours.
Yeah, definitely. And you can choose like some of them. I'm trying to think, why am I blanking on who
Lady Amber.
Lady Amber, and then also the Instagram one where it's like romance.
Oh,
right?
yes.
That's what I'm trying to think right now.
I can't think of what they're called. We should have written these out.
Probably. I'll look for it.
I mean, if you just go on Instagram and search, you can find the different tour ones. But yeah, they're another fun way to get into it. And like, even if you're just on a feature tour where you're just taking a picture or posting about it on your blog or whatever it is, you can review it later.
Exactly.
And that's a good way to get books so that you can build up that review background.
And some of them that you can, you all sign up for like the day that you want to. And you can also be like, it's like review, interview, just excerpt. Like, so you can just post the excerpt. And a lot of the times, at least with the digital tours, they send you like images and stuff like that you can use in your post. So,
see, and I haven't done a lot of those just because I'm afraid I'm going to forget to take a picture of a book
yeah,
because it's
definitely.
digital and then I'll forget.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I thought it was kind of nice that they send you pictures because even if you didn't have something to
Yeah.
take a picture of, you could print that out
That's true.
and put it in the picture. Like, you don't have to have the physical copy. You know, it's nicer to have the physical copy, but it's doable.
Yeah, definitely. I've done a few like that because, I just steal one of the kids' iPads
Yeah.
and take a picture of the iPad, and it works out pretty good.
Exactly. I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. Good talk, Samantha. It was about tours. Continue. I don't remember.
So another one of our favorite ways to get ARCs and all that is join author groups on Facebook.
I remembered.
Okay, go ahead.
I like tours because it makes me branch out.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have read a lot of books that I normally wouldn't have chosen for myself, but end up being amazing. And I'm like, wow, I need to branch out more. So I feel like that's kind of another reason why I like going to them. But Facebook groups,
Yes.
you introduced me to
Author
those.
Facebook groups. So it's not always like street team. You don't have to read their books first, but that's a good way to find authors that you like.
Yes.
And then usually if they have a new book coming out, they'll ask for reviewers. And they're just looking for people to read their book. It's a great way to get started. And not just author groups, but we're in another group that's YA Bookstop, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just a book for authors a group for authors and reviewers. And so a lot of them are indie authors, but they can get in there and say, hey, I need someone to read my book. I need someone, I need you to post it on whatever the requirements are, Amazon, Goodreads.
Yeah.
But that's another good way to get started.
Exactly. And I really like it because there's so many authors out there. You can, if you have a favorite, you can really find out like what they're working on. You get to talk with them. You get to see like what their characters are coming up, or they'll be like, hey, this is a group only post about the things I'm going to be writing about or what's going on in my life. And it's just so interesting to like get that one-on-one time with authors that you enjoy.
And a lot of times they share like spoilers of the next book, little excerpts, and like cover reveals before everyone else gets to see them. And
or
then
ask
I know
you to participate in a cover reveal.
Yes, and I know we talk about our group with Martina McGaddy a
that's
lot,
such a great
but she does that a lot. Like every day is something different, like Teaser Tuesday, and so it's just a nice way to really immerse yourself in that world, especially if it's like that where she's got a whole world that she built. So you can really immerse yourself into it with people that agree with you.
Exactly.
And love it too.
All right, and then mailing lists for your favorite authors.
Yep. I guess I'm on a couple, and that's another way to find out what they're working on. Usually if they have the mailing list, they don't always have the Facebook group. So it's another way to just get involved, and they'll tell you about their upcoming stuff, what they're working on, what you can do to get involved with their books.
Exactly. So you can do the Samantha method of when you really fall in love with a book. I go on Goodreads. I follow them on Goodreads. I look to see, because on Goodreads they have a link to their website. I go to their website. Usually their website has a link to their Facebook if they have it. And then you can sign up for their newsletter. So it's like if you really enjoy them, there's so many different avenues you can take. And then they notice that. You know, I know there's big authors, but even the big authors notice that. The other day, I think we talked with Kendara Blake. It's just, they're people. They're just like us. They're book lovers. A lot of them used to be reviewers or still review. It's just really nice to like get to know them and do that kind of stuff and get ARCs. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, Bookstagram tips.
Yay. So let's see. What should we start with? Photos.
Yeah, let's start
with photos. So my biggest tip is always to try and use natural light if you can. Not direct sunlight, but natural light. So I take pictures on Sunday afternoons, and I have to wait until the sun has moved a certain degree, like past our house, so it's not coming straight in the window, but I can take pictures right next to the window. But that's always my favorite is natural light.
And I have a sunroom, but that obviously doesn't work in Iowa most of the season. So
dead of summer too.
So I actually purchased some really cheap Amazon daylight lights. So they're like the ones that have like an umbrella and they're white and it just reflects the light everywhere. So there's no harsh light on the image, but it's just everywhere in the room. So then I can get pictures that look nice.
Yeah, I'd really like to get some of those so that I can take pictures
elsewhere.
Yeah, and other times because there's a lot of Sundays, you're busy or something.
Oh, exactly.
It's worked out for the most part for me.
Yeah. But if you're a procrastinator like me, it's nice to have lights.
And then also with photos, I think it's best to just take pictures of what you like. Like, don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Yes.
Just do what you like. Look at other people's pictures and kind of see what you like about theirs and just make it your own and do it. Just
Exactly.
do it.
I think that I struggled a lot with seeing other people's pictures and I love them, but that doesn't mean that's what I'm going to do. I need to do what I like and what makes me happy. And if I like a photo and I take it, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing I think that we both do is like, so we'll take a picture and then it'll just like sit there and we'll look at it and be like, oh, there's all these things I could have done better. And we don't post it. Just post it.
Yeah.
Post the picture, whatever.
And move on. Don't overanalyze it. Yeah.
It's always your style's going to change as you go.
Yeah.
So
People
it doesn't
change.
really matter.
Exactly.
You should see some of my early pictures. They're terrible.
Same.
I mean, compared to how I feel now, then I loved them. That's why I was posting them.
And people
they're fine.
Are allowed to evolve in photography and what interests them. And people have themes. You can do a theme. What started us on taking pictures are those. Are they really in anymore? The challenges.
Oh yeah, they're not. I don't see as many as I used to, but they're still out there.
Yeah, it still
and
helps
that is a great way because you use the hashtag, so other people are gonna see you. Other people in that.
What is a challenge? Explain that.
My bad.
No, I totally forgot to explain.
So a challenge is usually it's got a prompt every day.
It's a month long.
Yeah, month long prompt every single day, and it's like book boyfriend. So then you interpret that how you want. You take a picture of the book with your favorite book boyfriend or whatever it is. You can interpret it however you want. But then everyone uses the same hashtag.
So you can find everyone's and we're going to like each other's.
And that, like I said, that's a good way to get out there and meet other people in the book community.
That's how we both started. So, I mean, if that makes you, there's still, just search book challenge, I think.
Photo challenge.
Photo challenge on Instagram.
Bookstagram challenge.
Yeah, you can definitely find something like that. And I'm pretty sure people still do it.
Yeah.
Or create your own. I mean, hey, that'll get you followers if you create your own.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Get people to participate.
Exactly.
And that leads us to one of my biggest tips that's hardest for me to follow sometimes is interact with the community.
Oh, same. I clam up and I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I think some of it's anxiety and some of it's just me. I don't know.
Same.
But interact. If someone comments on your photo, comment back and do it like right away. I'm really, really bad at that.
Yeah, so am I.
But also, if you're scrolling through your feed and you see something, like respond. People usually have questions in the in the caption. Yeah. Respond and interact.
Yeah, I'm working on that. When actually just working on my day-to-day life. If you like something, tell someone. Like it could, it makes people feel good and it starts a conversation and you might like there's a couple Instagram girls that like I talk to and just because we liked each other's stuff, now we just have a friendship and it's like really neat that can start because of that.
Yeah, so interact.
Yes, definitely.
It's hard, it's not easy, and especially if you're like anxiety ridden, like it's not easy, but
it's not easy to put yourself out there.
No, but at the same time, just do it.
Yeah. What I repeat to myself a lot is what's the worst that could happen?
Right, exactly. You're not being rude, so just put it out there.
Yeah, definitely. And post to your Instagram story too. I really like watching people's and like answering questions and like doing polls and stuff like that. So that's another way. It's like, a lot of us are just sitting there, watching people's stories.
Yep. Yeah. I'm bad at that. I'm bad at updating that. So since we're talking about Bookstagram, do you have any other Bookstagram tips?
No, I think that's basically it.
Okay. Since we're talking about that though, I wanted to go down to photo props.
Okay. Yeah.
So our favorite places to get photo
props. So photo props is stuff that we put in with the books or if it's a bookish candle we're talking about, or even the prop itself might be on display, or Owlcrate. We like to put little things that kind of go with the book or a season or just things that are cute. Yeah. So we have a couple places that we tend to go and get really goofy and buy a bunch of random stuff that people are probably like, what are you doing? First one is Dollar Tree.
That's my favorite.
That is one of my favorites.
Because we can get the floral stuff.
Love the florals.
It's $1 per flower thing.
And definitely, especially the seasonal is so nice. It's so neat. Yes. It's $1. It's cute. Like easy.
You're not spending a lot of money, but you're getting these things that are going to make your pictures pop.
Exactly. And so like that's one of our main things is like you don't have to like spend a lot of money to make this as a hobby. You have a camera on your phone, hopefully, unless you have a flip phone like my father. And you can reuse props. We reuse props all the time. It's fine. You don't have to have something new every single time.
Well, and that's another thing about like finding a theme. If that's what you want to do, is you can use the same things over and over again, just arrange them different, or, mix it up, but have the same stuff in it, and
yeah, exactly.
And then another one of my tricks, initially when I first started Bookstagram, was I just kind of walked around my house and grabbed stuff.
So did I. So I was like, this will look cute, because I mean, look around your, like, one time I used my shoes, like my Converses in them. Like, look around and like, what are you interested in? What is the book about?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that if I'm stumped. I'm like, what happens in this book? Oh, she had Converses. I have Converses. Put them in.
Yeah.
Just that kind of stuff. Just look around and see what you have in your house.
You don't have to spend a lot of money.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. And then another one of our favorite places is the Target dollar section.
Everyone loves the dollar section at
especially
Target.
the seasonal stuff, like you said. Like, you find all this cute stuff, and it's really cheap. And and so it doubles as a decoration for your house and this. So it's not like you're just buying all these props.
Oh, exactly.
Even though that's what I do. I have like a tote plus another little tote plus another little thing, all full of props.
It's so cute. And then what I'm recently addicted to is clearance sections, especially in like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or even like Target, because I like to decorate my house. And so what I do is I grab, this would be really cute in my kitchen. And then when I want to take a picture of it, I just take it out of my kitchen and put it in there. So I'm really addicted to clearance sections for picture stuff.
And another one is like secondhand stores.
Oh, we do go to secondhand stores a lot.
And we like to walk around with our moms, and our moms like to show us things that they think would be good in our pictures.
Oh my God, that's my favorite. Because then I have to be like, oh, that's neat. She's like, you hate it. And I was like, oh, I just don't want to use it in my pictures.
It's cool, but
it's not really what I'm going for. My mom did find me this little goblet that it's silver, not gold, but it's like the Goblet of Fire, only silver. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, we found quite a few pretty cool things at secondhand stores.
Oh, definitely. You just have to look. You have to, and you have to like keep an open mind about like, how could I use this?
Yeah, usually I have something that just kind of calls to me, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to use this in a picture, but it's going to be really sweet when I figure it out. Exactly. So definitely look around, keep your eyes open. You can make stuff. I have like paper stuff that I put in mine, like paper origami. There's definitely things you can do. There's definitely things you can do to put in your bookstagrams. Well, and my favorite background that I use pretty much exclusively now is from an old book that I got for $1. It was already falling apart, so I pulled the pages out.
Yeah.
I know that's like blasphemy, but I wouldn't have done it if it was a perfectly nice book. It was falling apart, and they were getting rid of it. So I got it for $1 and ripped it apart. So yeah, you can use book pages, just whatever it is.
Definitely.
Be resourceful.
And then I guess, do you want to talk about blogging? I mean, I'm still pretty new at it. You've done it longer than I have.
I had another blog before this. So, but you're giving me that look.
I don't remember your blog before this.
It was a crochet blog.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm saying
and I had like a mentor, I guess, in the crochet community. And I was telling her how I wanted to start a blog, but I didn't, I didn't know what to make my first post about, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, listen, it doesn't, like, just do it. If you want to start a blog, just do it. Yeah. It's not going to matter down the road what your first post was.
Exactly. Just like your first Instagram post.
Yes. You have to start somewhere. So just get the starting over with, and then you can move on and figure out what you want to do after that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I was with my book blog too. And I don't post as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
But I think that's another thing that you can add to the tips and tricks is like get on a schedule.
Yeah.
Figure out a schedule for yourself and stick with it.
Yeah, definitely. What I want to start doing is when I read a book, immediately like write down notes about it, because it's so hard to like pull them from memory. But if you like write your blog post and like come back and edit it later, or one of my issues is that I don't schedule it and I need to, but I really like writing. And what did you say? You said that you should write like no one's watching, like dance.
Yeah.
Write like no one's gonna see it, because at the end of the day, I mean, we all write for ourselves. I mean,
Right.
yeah, I mean, we want people to read them, but
Like almost everything I put out there on the internet, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this and I'm going to do it like I don't think anyone's ever going to see it.
Exactly.
And if they do, it's great. But if not, it's
It's okay.
something I did for myself.
Yeah,
And it's
and you
there.
enjoy
And
it.
Yep.
yeah. So I would say that's our tricks for blogging.
Yeah, do it for yourself. Just do it and write what makes you happy.
Exactly. So, I mean, this kind of relates to you right now, reading slumps and how to get out of them. What do you do? Book hangover is a real thing, people.
It is. And also, so I think one of the biggest things I'm trying to get over right now is accepting that it's okay not to finish a book.
Definitely, yeah.
It's really hard for me. Like the very first book that I didn't finish was only probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a book I just couldn't get through, and I finally gave up. But I've done it a couple more times since then, and it feels terrible because I feel like I'm like
letting the
author down,
definitely.
But it's not. It's also not fair to that author or to me or to whatever to just continue reading even though I'm not enjoying myself.
Sorry, I just want to make sure. No, yeah, I agree.
And you don't want to waste your time. Like you could be reading a book that you love and now you're just kind of like getting through a book.
You're forcing yourself to read something you're not enjoying.
Yeah.
And it could be just the time. It could be the mood you're in.
Yeah.
Like I've had that where I'm just not in the mood to read this genre of book. Let me go back to it.
Yeah.
So book hangover and reading slumps. I mean, definitely for my book hangovers, I go to contemporary romance just because they're light, most of them. And it gives you a feel-good ending, and that's kind of nice to read after in a very intense book.
Usually you know what to expect. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have that little bit of predictability.
Definitely. Or switch genres. If you just got done reading like a heavy sci-fi or heavy fantasy with a lot of characters, and then like, oh, it's the end of the book, but there's another one coming out next year and you're upset. Switch genres.
Yeah.
Try to switch it up so you kind of can mourn that you're not going to be able to read that for a year, and just try another genre, try another author.
I was doing that for a while too, reading like a lot of fantasy back to back, and it's just like it's so many characters and so many worlds, and
and you start to get mixing up, and
then you get burnout.
Yes, burnout.
Another one is just take a break.
Yeah,
it's okay to take a break sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay to be stuck on a book, or it's okay that you haven't read this week. You're allowed to take breaks and to.
Because I know a lot of times I feel guilty when I'm not reading.
Yeah, definitely.
When I haven't read. Yeah, it's okay to take a break.
Exactly. And also, read short stories. There's a lot of short stories out there, poems, or reread a book. I kind of sometimes do that when I'm in a book hangover, that I just kind of reread a book that I love, like Harry Potter.
Or I'll reread part of a book just to get me back into that reading feeling. And then I'm like, okay, now I can do this.
Exactly. So all this reading, we kind of mentioned the bookish community, but, how can someone get involved? How can someone, get involved like we are?
I think the biggest thing is get on Goodreads.
Yes, like a lot of people don't, and I'm like, guys, this is where I see what you're reading. This is where you can recommend books. You can, add so many friends, and then on your newsfeed, you can see what people are reading. That's how you kind of start it all.
Yeah, and I don't use it this way, but you can kind of use it as like a Facebook for book world. So like I see a lot of people update their status, and they just put like whatever they're doing that day related to reading. And
I didn't even think about that. I should probably start doing that.
So yeah, it's just another social media. But no, I really like it for keeping track of books, and like you said, like interacting and seeing what other people are reading, and then your TBR gets gigantic.
Yes, my favorite thing is the camera for your books, so you can create however many bookshelves. So I have a bookshelf about my Kindle books and my regular books, and books that I've checked out on Kindle Unlimited, books I've checked out from the library, books I've borrowed. And you take a picture of the cover and it finds the book for you. And then you can put it in whatever bookshelf you want. You can put it if you read it or want to read it. It's such a good way to organize all of the things.
And you can make it your own. Like
exactly. You have so many
shelves. I have so many shelves. I have shelves for what year it came out, the genre, whether I got it for review or whatever, or I just have it because it's mine, or if it's an arc, like I have so many ways to organize them.
Yeah, so first is get a Goodreads. That's definitely the first one. I would say try to find some groups to join on Facebook
or on Goodreads.
On
there's
Goodreads,
yes, there's
on
there too.
Yes, I am in a couple groups on Goodreads and a couple groups on Facebook.
Yep, and there's a lot of groups on Goodreads that read books together, or authors have groups on book reads,
and they do read-alongs. So you're part of a community. I think there's even read-alongs on Instagram.
Yeah, yep,
so
definitely.
I thought maybe. I know that there's some. I mean, everyone mostly has a library. There's events. There's people who love to read at your library. Go over. Go see what's going on there.
Meet new bookish friends.
Exactly, and that's another thing. Like we grew up reading from libraries. Like if you can't afford these new books, you can check one out from the library and go home and read it and review it and take pictures of it and blog about it
or check it out online using Libby or what's the other
Overdrive?
One? Yes.
Yep, there's an Overdrive app that connects to your library.
As long as you have a library card,
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then
going to book events.
Yes, book events.
They're so fun.
They're so much fun. And definitely look around in your area for smaller ones, I would suggest first, just because you can get the feel of how it is. Each one's going to be different.
Yes.
But, so we've been to a couple, BookCon and North Iowa Book Bash. We're looking to go to some others. And we're going to do a whole podcast on those just because it's way too much to delve into right now.
Yes, it is.
But I would say that it's one of the most exciting experiences that we've had in the book community.
Because you're surrounded by other people that love the same things you do.
Exactly, and you're not used to being able to nerd out that much with a bunch of strangers, and you all know what you're talking about. It's so crazy.
Yes,
I really like that.
So book events.
Definitely, and I think we also put on here again, interact. I know it's hard to talk to people that you don't know. We both understand that with anxiety. It's just so just if someone's doing a quiz on a Facebook group or someone's we do those funny things where it says what's your name or auto text.
Yeah.
And just kind of join in like that, and then eventually you will meet people and.
Yeah, I think this is the best community out there. So you just have to start interacting.
Exactly.
And it's the internet, so. You're almost anonymous. It's okay. Just put it out there.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of just do the thing of just be kind. Don't say anything to anyone that you wouldn't want said to yourself, and just go with that. And if someone is not being kind to you, it's social media. You can avoid them. You can block. You can remove yourself from the situation. You can tell admins of a group. You can tell it. If an author, if another reviewer is being rude to you, you can tell an author. People are very, very loving and understanding in this community.
And I find that a lot of book lovers are similar in personality. So, we're all nerds. We're all
shy nerds who just want to talk about books.
Yeah, basically. So get out there, talk to people, and join our community.
Join us. Okay, we can't keep doing that. That can't be our tagline is join us. Join us.
Third podcast in a row.
So let us know if you want us to go deeper into any of these subjects, if you want us to, talk more about ARCs or give examples or blogging or anything like that. We can definitely do a whole podcast about them. We just kind of wanted to do an overview.
Yeah.
I really wish that someone would have had an overview for us.
Yeah.
It was a struggle a little bit to figure out all of this stuff.
And there are blog posts and stuff out there about it too, but sometimes the information can be so spread out.
And so confusing. When you see people talking about ARCs, a lot of people don't explain what that is.
Right.
So that's kind of frustrating for someone who's what's an ARC? Because I didn't. That was definitely me. I was I don't understand what an ARC is. I don't understand any of this.
Yep.
So definitely let us know.
Yes.
So now we have another quiz because we love quizzes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be a new thing on the show. We're
don't act like you guys don't go to BuzzFeed and do those quizzes all the time because I know I do.
They're so fun. Okay, so this week's quiz is, are you a book nerd?
Yes, and it's on Epic Reads.
Which I feel like we know what we're going to get on this one.
If you've done 10 of 15 out of these things, you're a book nerd.
All right. So, number 1, smelled the pages of a book.
That's hilarious. Yup. I just thought of I do that. I do that all the time. Something just showed up on there. But I do that a lot, but I wonder what it looks like from an outside perspective. I just thought about it. I was like, oh, that probably looks a little weird.
Well, because I do it every time I get a tea, like I get my tea out, I always have to smell it.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the senses.
So I always feel weird though. I'm like, oh God, did someone see me do that? Am I being weird?
When I get a new book, my dog smells my books. I'm like, here, smell this, Millie. This is a great smell.
So after we answered that question, it popped up, book sniffing. It's a verb. Breathing in the scent of a book, often done in secret. Yup.
How book nerds get high. That's so great.
Question 2. Color coordinated your bookshelves. Have you ever done that?
No, because I have no patience.
There's a part of me that desperately wants to, but at the same time, like, my series would be apart, and I don't think I could handle that.
Yeah, because when you go to, like, take a picture, if you go to, like, read about it, or go to reread it, it's like, how do you find that?
Where did it go? Like, what color was that book? So that's a no for me.
Yeah, one of my friends, A Court of Crown and Quills, she color codes, and it's so pretty, but I'm like, I couldn't do it. I code by genre.
Genre, author.
Not genre, author. Yeah, definitely. So, nah.
Not for that. Question 3. Bought separate bookmarks for every book on your TBR. Okay, so to be fair, I haven't bought bookmarks specifically for a
you're
book.
A book hoarder.
But I have a crap load of bookmarks, and I do like to use them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the hoarder thing. So I do like to go through my bookmarks when I start a new book and pick one out for that book.
Yeah, I definitely do that. And I also will, if I get a bookmark with it, like if it's a promo or something like that, I use that bookmark with that book.
Yep.
Or if I'm done reading the book, I go find a little character bookmark of it.
Yes.
Like I just bought the Lux bookmarks on Etsy because I was like, I need a bookmark for my series.
So we're going to have to say yes on this one.
You know it.
You know it. Okay, question 4. Pretended you're 6. You could stay home and read.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be yeah.
Yeah. The answer is cough, cough.
Or wow.
The gif is, I can't go out, I'm sick, from Mean Girls.
That's perfect. Question 5. Fallen in love with a fictional character.
Yes.
Like, how is this even a question? Of course. Of course.
That's the reason book hangovers happen.
Yes.
There's so many
the authors kill him off, and then it's even worse.
Yeah. Then you just don't read the books. Okay, and the answer is, I'm in love.
Yep. Question 6. Fought over that same fictional character with my book nerd bestie.
Yes, we have a couple that we fight. We don't fight about, but we have difference of opinion on characters.
True.
Because I just love all of the characters, and you find character flaws in them, and I'm like, stop talking about my characters.
Or
like that.
I like the villains, and you do not.
Yes, because I like the hero, because I am a Gryffindor.
Oh my gosh! One of the responses is, "What's a book nerd bestie?" Girl,
how dare you?
I clicked it. There we go. Okay. Question 7. Hidden in a bookstore.
Hidden in a bookstore.
We haven't hidden in one,
No.
but we've definitely sat on the floor in a bookstore
and
to
our
look through
moms
books.
couldn't find us. Or do you remember that one time? It was recent. So, we're in our late 20s, early 30s. We went to Barnes & Noble, and we sat on the ground and we're looking through books. And our moms went to the coffee shop and were coloring bookmarks for us because we were taking so long.
Sorry, Mom.
So does that count as hiding, or is it count as just being annoyingly slow at browsing?
I'm counting it.
Okay, let's count it.
Haha. Oh my God, this is so me. Question 8. Made a list of rules before you lent your book to a friend.
So what's it called if you just don't lend them to a friend because I'm a book hoarder
right?
and it's mine?
I feel like we're making rules for these questions, but I'm going to have to agree with this one too, or say the affirmative answer. Because
You've definitely said that because you have little markers and you've told our moms, hey, don't touch these.
Which I had to do that because my mother took all of them out of the first one. It was Amy Poehler's book, and I had so many quotes marked, and she took every one of them out. And I was like, why, Mom? She said, well, I don't know why you had them in there. I'm like, Mom, why did you think they were in there, though? You knew they had a purpose, right?
Exactly. You're just trash.
Oh, I love that woman.
So a detailed list. Well,
yes.
We're going to go with yes.
Question 9. Gotten a book tan line.
We're both pale and don't go outside.
True.
Vampires.
I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happened. Question 10. Emptied your bank account at a bookstore.
Ooh.
Not quite empty, but does book outlet count?
That's what literally I was like, Book Outlet, it'll get you. It's coming up now. It's even coming up again for Black Friday. So,
Yes.
so I think we have to say yes because we've gotten giant boxes from Book Outlet.
It's
don't remind me is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
There's a little there's a little cartoon. Oh my god, that's cute.
Question 11. Gotten way too excited over book club. The only book club we've really been in is the one with our moms, right?
Yeah. And they're terribly slow.
Yeah. So, like, I get excited with you, but then it's like, okay, Mom, so a month later.
Well, kind of. We weirdly have our own book club because we both read the same book sometimes.
Yes,
and we
that's
both
true.
are like, oh my God.
So, usually it's one of us texting the other saying, I start and finish this book. When are you going to start it?
Exactly. You need to read this book so we can talk about it so we don't spoil it for each other. So I would say,
yes. Book club, yes.
Yes.
Question 12. Reread your favorite book at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I've read it so many times.
Harry Potter.
Also Harry Potter, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't read The Hobbit. I need to.
Oh my God.
I know.
I have the illustrated one.
Oh, that would be so cute.
You have to read it.
Yep.
So
So actually like 10 times.
Yes. Question 13. Happily read your summer reading. Oh, like school, summer reading list.
Oh, yeah. That
I
was
was like, wait.
I was like, I didn't know, in school that wasn't a bad thing. I was already doing it anyway.
Yeah, no kidding. So
like when we had reading challenges, everyone would moan. I'd be like, this is great. I love this.
as long as they had good books on there, because I know like a lot of times it's always like classics, and you're just like, okay, but can you update it for
really
this
we
era?
had we could some of them you had to read, then others you just had to find your own book to read. So like you
Okay.
could add it on my school. So
Yeah.
So yes.
Question 14. Dressed up like your favorite book character for Halloween.
No, I haven't. Have you?
No.
But we want to. We talked about it. It's just
I
this
almost
thing of
went to our first book con dressed as Karu, but then I didn't have the guts to do it.
well, and it's also the thing of then you stand out more. And for our first book con, we really didn't want to do that. And then people take pictures of you, and it's very more spotlighty. So I would like to do it eventually, but
well, and then Halloween, I just feel like I take my kids trick or treating.
yeah. And if I did for Halloween, I was here. No one's gonna get that. And I'm like, I'm not dressing up for everyone. I'm dressing up for myself and maybe for a picture.
Exactly.
So I would say
So it's a no.
Nah,
Although we want to.
we want to.
It's not that we don't want to. Question 15. Solved a problem through advice from a book.
I would say so. Lily Collins' book.
Yeah.
Just got me with all the quotes, as well as Anna Kendrick's. So definitely biographies. I'm not sure about fiction, but
Or just referring to a situation in a book and then that's what I would do in real life. Or,
if that happened to me, I would definitely do that. So yeah, definitely. I would say
yeah.
all my
of my advice. Fight the dragons. All right. So 12 out of 15.
Yeah, 12 out of
you are a
15.
huge book nerd, and it's Rory.
A gif of Rory. If you watch Gilmore Girls, it's the scene where she's working at the library, I'm pretty sure.
It's when she's with Logan, isn't she?
Is it?
I don't remember, but she's
Nope, you're
sniffing
right.
a book.
It's when she's with Logan and she's smelling books.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate.
That's so accurate. I love the smell of a new book.
I also love the smell of
Of an
old
old
books.
book. Exactly.
Yes.
I guess, okay, we just love smells of books.
But they're different, okay? Old books smell different.
Yeah, they do. And books just smell, I just love the smell of books. Oh, the feeling of opening a new book. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'm done.
Okay, so if you want to take that quiz too and find out if you're as big of a book nerd as us,
Yes.
we will have that linked down below. It's on Epic Reads, though, if you want to go search it.
Yeah, and after each answer, it shows you a cute picture or a funny gif. So you definitely have to look at those because they're pretty funny.
They're so fun.
Okay, well, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. You can find us on social media. Our Twitter is OurLifeInBooks_, as well as our Instagram is OurLifeInBooks_. Our email address is OurLifeInBooks@gmail.com. If you want to email any reviews or questions or corrections.
Comments, feedback.
Yeah, definitely.
Send us all the things.
Exactly.
We want to chat. Oh, you can find us almost anywhere that podcasts are available. You can find us at Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes,
And YouTube.
and YouTube. If there's one that we haven't mentioned that we should be on, let us know.
Yeah, definitely. We're up to putting it anywhere and everywhere. We just need to know where.
Yeah.
My social medias, my blog is SamanthaMcCombs.com, my Twitter is SamanthaMcCombs.com, and my Instagram is Bookish State of Mind. I don't think there's anything else.
You can find me on Instagram at Bookish Connoisseur. I'm on Twitter as Bookish Buff, and my blog is bookishconnoisseur.com.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.